Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Magic of Oz mini-album series. I'm so sorry I haven't had another episode up in about a week, but I was really sick, and I didn't want to do videos because I was coughing so badly. I couldn't do my Live with Prima makeup class because I was coughing so badly that I just couldn't record it. So, I'm so sorry about that, guys, and it's kind of hard when you have to go to school and ship things off and do everything to make a video sequence all in order. But I promise you guys, these will be up in the whole series will be up in the next week. I have a couple of them already recorded for you. So, let's get into episode 2. So basically, we left off in episode 1 at covering the album. Now, I have yet to still adhere my papers down, but we're just working on the front cover in this one, so it really doesn't matter. If you want to watch episode 1, I will link it right there. Just click it right there, and you could watch how we covered the album. But this is what we have so far, and mine's not really covered perfectly, but it's good enough just to show you how to embellish your front cover. But if you just look at, again, episode 1, I will have, it'll show you how to do everything that you need to know. Alrighty, so, the front cover on the main album looks something like this. But when I did my front cover on the main album, I used both the 8x8 and the 12x12. But you only get the 8x8, or the 12x12 paper with your kit. So what I had to do was cut out a couple different elements from the papers, and I will show you those right now. So let me just sort of put these both right there, so sort of you can kind of see them. Here, let me show you. Oh, I don't need this one down here. Alrighty, so on this one, let me undo this really quick. Sorry, you guys, about that. As you could see, I used the image of this Magic of Oz image, and I already pre-cut everything, so whoa, that just sort of leaned. What happened there? Sorry about that. Here's that Magic of Oz die cut that I cut out, and this was actually from one of the main papers. This paper here, it was cut out right up there at the top. This one is called the Magic of Oz. And again, I cut out this image, and this is what it looks like if you want to go cut it yourself. Alrighty, I also cut out from the Magic of Oz paper, from the bottom portion here where the flowers are, I cut out a few flowers, and I also cut out a few of the flowers from the Poppy Parade paper. So, they're both from the Poppy paper and from the bottom. So, these are the different flowers I cut out. I cut out the two that are connected, and then I cut out this one here. It really doesn't matter what flowers you cut out, and I cut out these two. So, those are the 5 flowers I cut out, and I'm hoping those are sort of showing up on camera there. They look like that. So just cut out 5 flowers, something like that. And again, they're both cut out of the Poppy Parade and the Magic of Oz paper. And also cut out from the Magic of Oz paper, I cut out both Glinda, which is the Good Witch right here. And I cut out the Wicked Witch of the West. So, those two are also cut out from this Magic of Oz paper. And if you can kind of see here, there's this green guy. There was also 2 other cards. You can kind of see the outline of this one. One here, and that contained Glinda and the Witch, which is what I cut out for these 2 images. So, from the one sheet of Magic of Oz paper, I got these 3 images and 2 of the flowers. And then the other 3 were cut out from the Poppy Parade paper. Alrighty, so onto our other images. Our next images, I have the 4 people. Now, as you can see on the original album, these are all connected. They're all completely connected together, and that's because it was from one of the 8x8 papers, and they were all connected, and it was like one of the 4x4 little sectioned off papers, if you know what I'm talking about. And so what I actually did to do this with the 12x12 was I used the Yellow Brick Road paper, and I cut, you could see, only on the right side. So the right side of your paper, I have no other cut marks on this paper at all. Only on the right side, I got all 4 of these images. So just look on the right side and cut out one of the Dorothys, just like this. And also cut out one of the Tin Mans. Something that looks like that. And I actually, oh, awesome, you guys, I actually have another sheet of the 12 by 12 sitting right here so I could show you where they came from. Alright, so remember it's on the right side of your paper. So this one came right there. So just cut that out of the right side. We also have the Tin Man, which came right here. So cut that out as well. We also have the Scarecrow, which looks like this. And I hope you can somewhat see him. And he was cut out right here. And last but not least, we have the Lion. And the Lion was cut out right there on the paper because he's popping out from the back of all the people. If you can kind of see in this connected image, he's just sort of popping out. It is a different image, but you know, it'll work for a front cover. So you're going to want all 4 of the main character images cut out from the Yellow Brick Road paper. And then from the ghost paper, you're going to want to cut out one of the ghosts completely at random. It really doesn't matter which one you cut out. I just cut out this one. I don't even know where it's from, but I just cut out one of those. And then I cut out this circle from the Wicked Witch paper. And it just looks like that. And last but not least, I cut out these little tiny slippers, which is from one of the papers. They look like that. So just cut out one of the slipper pairs. So you're going to have all of these die cuts here ready to work with after you cut them out. And basically, we could start assembling our front cover. Now, I am not, you guys, I'm not going to glue anything down just because I don't want to have anything stuck down because I want to finish the inside. And I'll promise by the next video I will have it all finished and ready to go on to step 3 of the album and the cover done and everything. But just for the tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to do the front cover. Okay, so first of all, you're going to want to you're going to start off with your 4 main images, which are Dorothy, and the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow, and the Lion. So they go in an order of Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Dorothy. Just something like that. Basically, that is what you're going to glue down. Just like that. Really simple. See how those all look connected and really nice? They look exactly like that. Do you see that? See the resemblance there? Well, actually, oopsies. I guess that's, and this is all caught in my camera now. That is not correct because Dorothy goes on top of the Tin Man just like that. Okay, there. That's how you're going to want to glue them on. Sorry about that, guys. So glue them on just like this. See how they all look connected in like one piece? And I suggest gluing them about a bit down from the center. And my camera's wobbling everywhere. A bit down from the center and a bit left from the center. So something like that is really what you're going to want to work with. And then you are going to be adhering down your Magic of Oz. This humongous Magic of Oz piece. This banner is actually going to be going directly on top, just like this. And it's going to be adhered on Pop Dots. Now, I do not have any Pop Dots. I haven't been using them lately, so I forgot to order them. So I just have a couple pieces of cardboard here. This is just to show you how they're going to be popped up. But you're going to want to glue them down on Pop Dots. But as you can see, when you pop it up, you really get a nice popped up image. Something like that. And that is exactly how you're going to want it to look. As you can see, I don't want to get this cord in the way again. Just like that. Popped up image. Okay, and let me just move these down a bit and move this down a little tidbit more. There we go. That sticks on there just like that. So it looks something like this right now. You can just kind of play around with it. You totally don't have to go off my cover either if you don't like the way my cover looks. You could use whatever cover you would like to do. And then we're going to be grabbing our poppies, and this one just happens to be connected. That one's going to be going right there, just like that. And we also have another poppy, which is going to be right here, which is going to be this closed-off poppy. And I'm just going to use a bit of cardboard again, just to represent a pop dot. And try not to move this everywhere. And that's going to be sticking right here, popped up, just like that. So as you can see, it looks something like that. Kind of 2 poppies and then a popped up poppy that's sort of opening up towards the top. And the little slippers, these little slippers, they just nestle in the poppy layers, just like that. So they can kind of cover up your little green area over there more. So it looks something like this. once you have all 3 of those different layers popped up and on there. Alright, and then you're going to have, in your kit you get 10 of these little red roses, and you're just going to cut off one of them, and one of them's just going to stick right in there. This is going to add a bit of dimension, and sorry guys that this is not glued down, but I just want to sort of show you where to glue it all down. So, oh, you guys get the point that those go right there. And so then you're going to have that, which looks like that. And then we are going to be adding on a couple more embellishments. So we have this little image of a ghost. And he sort of comes out of the top here. He pops out at the top. He's like flying away or something. I don't know. And I want these moved over just a bit more. You can kind of spread them out a little bit more than they are. I'm so sorry that these cannot be glued, but I don't want to get them glued because I want to ink up the front cover and everything like that. So they just look something like that, all attached together in a really nice looking in a way like that. Alrighty, and then we're going to be adhering on, we have this little Wicked Witch clock piece here, and that actually goes right underneath. This is going to be a little bit different from my original front cover because we don't have all the embellishments. So that Wicked Witch clock piece and two of your red roses are also going to need to be used. And those are just going to sit right on top, just like that. So they look something like this. Alrighty, so we have all of that. See how the cover's coming along now? And then we're going to be using another one of our little poppy die cuts. And the poppy die cut is actually going to be adhered right underneath the shoe and underneath the embellishment, just like that. And also, I need to move this over a little bit more. We have another poppy die cut, which is going to be adhered under again. So it looks something like this now. You can see the 2 different poppies. That's the layering there. The 2 different poppies underneath the banner piece and also underneath the witch's clock and the 2 roses. So that it looks something like that. And then we're going to have our little Glinda. And she's going to be in a bit of a different placement than what I did last time. She's going to be more towards the bottom, like that. So she looks something like this on your layout because on my original, I used some of the 8x8 paper to make sort of a hill for her to sit on, and I added some more poppies, but we're going to be doing it a bit different than my original, just because we do not have the 8x8 paper pad. So she's going to be sitting on there just like that. So that is really the basis of your front cover. And of course, you're going to want to ink up all your different pieces and adhere them down really nice and well. But when you adhere your flap over, as you can see, it sort of covers up that area that we already did. So what you're going to want to do is, and let me zoom in, that might help a little bit. And what you're going to want to do on this flap here is you're simply just going to adhere on your Wicked Witch. She's going to be sitting right on top of your flap, just like that. And also a couple of the roses are also going to be on the front of the flap. And the front of my flap is not creased well because I haven't adhered the paper on, so I have to hold it with my finger while I do this stuff. But just a couple of the roses just sit down in the bottom corner there. And then the flap also gets an extra large eyelet right there, and I'll show you what I mean by an extra large eyelet. Let me just open that up. See how I used an extra large eyelet right there on my flap? I just punched through and stuck my eyelet in there and pressed it down, and that adds for your string to go through, because as you can see, we do not have a hole for the string to go through because of the paper that's covering up the hole. So you're just going to punch a hole, stick an extra large eyelet in, and crimp it closed. Then you're going to embellish on top of the flap with the Wicked Witch and 2 of the little pieces like this, and also you're going to pull the stems out that were unused and wind them into little coils and make them just pop out from the back side. And let me show you what I mean by that on my original. As you can see, little coils like that. And we do not have the cherry blossoms, so if you'd like to, simply go back to the paper and cut out all these. These are going to be unused anyway, so cut out the other poppies that are on there. You could add more embellishment with the poppies, just kind of make a little poppy field, and then the Wicked Witch can be sitting in it. And there are going to be a couple of dimensional flowers on top of that, if you know what I mean by that. So that's really the cover of the album, you guys. I hope that was sort of an easy thing to do. It's not that hard of an album cover to do. You're simply just going to have to do a lot of die cutting. And then just rewatch this video for placement tips again. And I think that's all that I wanted to share with you guys today. And don't forget to check out part 1. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my blog, clicking the button right up, or not my blog, subscribe to my YouTube right up there. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will be back with part 3 very soon. Bye, everyone.